No, go over it again, please. It isn't that I don't understand the material. I have a fairly good grasp on it as it is, but... My apologies. I find myself becoming distracted, and that is disrespectful of your time and your effort. You're working so hard to try and tutor me in this subject, and I can't even repay the courtesy of remaining focused. Truly, you have my deepest regrets for that. It is hardly a subject that I can discuss with you. Though I do appreciate the sentiment, and your kindness is... It is truly no less than what I would expect from a Western gentleman. However, it is certainly nothing with which you can help. So, I will continue to muddle through it on my own, and I will do so at a later time so that I can focus on this, and I won't be wasting your valuable time. I realize that you may not find tutoring your classmates to be unpleasant. However, I'm certain you have homework of your own to complete, assignments that are due soon. No doubt you must have plenty of work that you need to be doing. I shouldn't be wasting all of the effort that you're putting into trying to teach me this. I admire your talents in this subject, and I sought you out as my tutor because of this. I wished to learn from the best, and I can hardly even give the best my full attention. I suppose I deserve to fail this class, don't I? If you knew the thoughts that were distracting me so much, you would not be saying that. You would be agreeing with me. No, I just... What it is something that Redmond was saying when we were at the Swan Gazebo this morning. It was hardly an appropriate topic of conversation given the time of year. However, he was speaking about girls. He was speaking of how he looked forward to visiting with several ladies from other families when the cricket tournament comes around and our families are allowed to visit us. And I must admit that I wasn't surprised to hear that from him. However, what alarmed me the most, besides how utterly inappropriate it was considering what the tournament is about. It's not about flirting, it is about sportsmanship. But I digress. What alarmed me the most was I can't say it. I can't. My apologies. I can't bring myself to say it, not to you. Not to anyone, but certainly not to you, someone for whom I have a deep admiration and desire to impress. You can say that you won't judge me all you like, but once the words leave my mouth, I have no doubt that you will slip into an expression of disgust, and you will never long to be near me again. It is that bad. For someone like me, it is that bad. If you insist. What horrified me so much was that I have never found myself interested in ladies my age the way that Redmond seems to, the way that even Greenhill, Violet, and Bluer all seem to. I have often been so protective of my younger sister, Lizzie. So eager to keep her away from her betrothed. Because if I can't feel that sort of love for a woman, then what is stopping CL from lacking that love as well? And I refuse to allow my dear sweet baby sister to marry someone who doesn't love her the way that she deserves. Perhaps I am too harsh on him. He's only a boy, and already he's an earl, having lost the rest of his family. And perhaps I project my own insecurities and my own flaws onto him because if I can't be trusted to keep my sister safe, why should I trust him? Lizzie is going to be left in his care once she is old enough to marry him. And if I can't bring myself to love a woman, what if CL can't either? What if he hurts her? What if he mistreats her or ignores her? No, I would never do such a thing. I can hardly imagine even taking a wife, but it is expected of me. It is something I must do. But I would never mistreat her so terribly. I suppose you're right. He may be different from me in a lot of ways, but Ciel has only ever treated my little sister with kindness. I can't imagine that he would bring any harm to her either. Oh, certainly. Though, I believe I'm supposed to be the one asking you the questions here. You are my tutor, after all. Oh. Well, I don't believe that it would be appropriate to discuss this any further. I believe that I ought to be going now, in fact. I have lots of work to do. I have far more assignments than merely this. I have several chores to do on Greenhill's behalf. My apologies for wasting your time. I should be going... In a competition of strength, I would beat you. You know this. So I'm certain you understand how strange it is that I allow you to stop me merely by grabbing my wrist. Please. Please don't. Don't say anything about it. I understand what you must think of me. I understand that you must be utterly appalled by this, but I would prefer it if we could pretend that none of this ever happened. This conversation, what you're doing now, and the realization you must be having. Such a thing could destroy not only my reputation, but that of my family as well. I could live with the blow to my pride, but never theirs. Never Lizzie's. Nor my mother and father. So please, just don't say a word of this to anyone. Please. Yes. Yes, I am. Despite not feeling any attraction toward women, I do feel an undeniable attraction toward men. Other boys my age, specifically. Yes. Yes, there is one boy in particular of whom I have become quite fond. I can't turn to face you as I speak to you because I cannot look at your expression. You know what I intend to say, and I cannot watch as your face falls into an expression of disgust. Please don't make me look at you. If it were to be an expression of similar adoration and affection, I may just fall to my knees and weep for joy and relief. I'm certain you can understand that. Yes. Yes, I do have a handkerchief. Will you need to borrow it? When I turn around to face you.